G'day, welcome to the MacPack.
We're back.
My name's Jamie Cameron. To my left this weekend, on the man on the panel most likely to chew on some shrooms. That's my little brother Joe. How are you, boy?
Yes, but I want to make sure they're safe before I eat them. Nothing funky going on down there.
And to my right, coming in at 6:01, as he does each and every week, it's the baby brother of the pack. Who we call Junior Boy. Junior Boy, how are you, mate?
Hot take, shrooms, tasteless. No taste.
Oh, they're worse than no taste. They taste terrible.
It's like the texture that sucks, not the taste.
No, I think it's all of the above. We'll be chatting about some shroomy dooms off the top. Plus, this week, Joe has a story about Marketplace. Junior has a best bro tale.
That's huge.
We're awarding an everyday hero to someone who has had a little bit to do with the show. And we're also playing a hit list centered around game shows.
Oh my god.
Boys, it's going to be an absolutely a bonga-ronga episode of the MacPack podcast. Let's get into it. Boys!
Brother Mingos.
How are we all? Well?
Fantastic. And I'm pretty excited because I'm coming in hot with another, related a little bit to a segment we had a couple weeks ago. We're stretching back into the true crime genre.
Ooh. Oh, an area that we don't often dabble with.
And we typically avoid because it can be a tad controversial because of the crime and such that's going on.
It's a bit of a downer to start your Friday doing true crime.
But it's interesting. Everybody loves it.
Everyone loves
juicy.
it. And I also saw online on one of the news sites I read, obviously an international news site.
No.
This was in their funny / oddity section, which is where the quirky stories go.
Yeah.
Where you belong.
I think probably just because if it happened in their country, they'd probably think it's a bit more serious because it's a serious story here. And I wanted to talk about because Riley doesn't know anything about it.
Oh, this is the Aussie
Yep. It's an Aussie true crime story. The case of the mushroom.
bandit.
Yeah, the mushroom Wellington.
Is that what they call it?
I think so.
They could have thought of a better name, sure.
Yeah, no, it was a beef Wellington with mushrooms on the side. And obviously, Riley, do you know what happened with it?
What's a beef
What's
Wellington?
a beef Wellington? Is a good question. It's like a beef pie.
It's like it looks almost like it's kind of like a sausage roll. It's like a beef covered in a pastry, but it's not like a sausage roll. It's like proper bit of meat.
Interesting.
Anyway, so
That actually looks quite nice.
Medium rare.
It's like a burger, but in pastry form.
how would you feel? You go over to your family's house, you get served up this lovely beef Wellington.
Oof.
How would you feel?
I would walk out if it looked like that.
I'd eat that. That looks
That's
alright.
raw, bro.
That could be a good Jake tries.
That is medium raw.
I don't think it's just like beef.
Pink as fuck.
No, that's just how beef
Oh,
works.
is that like a sausage roll?
Yeah.
Beef? Oh, okay. I
What
thought
other
No,
beef?
it's like when you have steak. It looks like that. That's how it's meant to be cooked.
Oh. I
You-
prefer the well done variety.
Yeah, you like it
Like a man.
so dry.
All right. Anyway, what would you say if this
I'd eat that.
killed you?
Oh,
Oh.
That's right.
like I'm not
That's
surprised. yeah,
Again,
it's not even.
medium raw, dude.
shocked but not surprised.
Yeah. So there was a dinner. Not a dinner. A lunch.
Oh.
There was a woman, her in-laws, and a few other people. In-laws and in-laws and whatnot, sister and parents.
How's the research
Come on.
on this, Joe?
Who was there?
Okay, it was her
The
former
in-laws.
in-laws,
Oh.
Don and Gail, Gail's sister Heather, and her husband Ian.
See, this is stuff I need.
So they are all in-laws.
Seems like a lot of people. Is that
Former.
how
Four
many-
people.
Former.
How can they all be in-laws? Can't you only
That's
have
why
two?
I was confused.
Can't you only have two
No,
in-laws?
so it's
No, anyone can
in-laws.
be your in-law. My brother-in-law. My mother-in-law.
okay.
My
Yeah,
sister-in-law.
So it's like her auntie, and that's why I was confused about saying the in-law. This is not.
And they're ex-in-laws. Who's having people around for dinner?
I know. I
If you're
would.
no longer with the partner, don't invite your partner's parents over.
Unless you're gonna
it's
come
a
on,
and then
mate.
the additional people.
Yeah, so they eat this beef Wellington with mushrooms on the side.
All of them.
Yeah, all of them.
Okay.
Two of them have since died.
Right. This is
Rest in.
not
peace.
even recent news. This happened a while ago.
This happened a
I
while
saw
ago,
this.
so she's only the cook, the chef.
I don't know if you could.
Cool. But so she's been arrested on suspected murder.
Huge.
Manslaughter or actual
Murder because
she wanted to do it.
yeah. So what do you think? You obviously mushrooms can be a bit testy if you get them out from the wild. But she said that she's got them from.
Prefer to nibble on a testy than a mushroom.
She said that she's got them from an Asian grocer.
You can't say that.
Why?
Don't throw them under.
Specify?
Just a grocer would have done it.
And she was like, yeah, no idea what was wrong with them.
Did she have any? She obviously didn't have any of them.
Not sure. I think she said that she did have them, and she also turned herself into hospital for stomach pains. And stuff,
yep. Smart.
a day later.
After they passed.
So
I think they all. I don't think they died straight away. I think they all went to hospital.
Clever.
of the 4 people, 2 passed away, you said?
I believe so. I know that one of them was in hospital for ages.
So what happened to the other 2? Did they not eat it, or did they just have a iron gut?
So 2 of them definitely died. I don't know what happened to the sister-in-law person. And then one guy was in hospital for like months.
And where's the guy that makes them the in-laws, the ex-partner? Is he invited to this shindig?
I have no idea. I don't think so.
So this bird's just like poisoned the shrooms.
Who's
Yeah.
going
And then
for-
invite everyone over for dinner.
No, I think they're poison mushrooms.
She's bought them.
Yeah. She also...
From where?
She
Where
didn't-
can you get them?
I think you get them from like... If like you know how
Alibaba.
sometimes- you
Shout out to our good friends
You
at
know-
Alibaba.
know how sometimes mushrooms just like grow in the forest, right?
Yeah.
You're not meant to eat them.
Yeah.
Nah.
So I think maybe it's, cook up of that variety.
So she's gone and found shrooms in the bush.
Yeah.
And
And
went,
she also threw out her mushroom dehydrator after this
the fuck,
happened.
who owns a mushroom dehydrator?
Definitely suspicious.
Yeah, that's cagey.
That's so funny. Like who?
I didn't even know you could own. What is a mushroom dehydrator? Is that not just like
Exactly. My thinking with this, right,
a
is
microwave?
if you're in the situation where you're cooking so many mushrooms, you've got a dehydrator, you know if the mushrooms are dodgy,
That's true. She's an
you're
enthusiast.
dehydrating.
She's a shroom
How-
enthusiast.
You're buying moist mushrooms? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But she's done all right. Like the whole plan to go to hospital as well. Clever.
So, and then it came out that in the past couple of months, she's cooked for them multiple times and they've gotten sick.
Oh, every time? Or
Yeah,
they're-
but I don't know, the dosing wasn't right or whatever.
So she's trying to kill
But
them.
that's, I guess
Each
that's
time.
where the discussion comes in. At what point are you, okay, and we also mentioned this, you've gone to an establishment that you and your friends love,
Yeah.
where you get a kids burger,
Oh, yeah.
which upsets your stomach.
Does it every time.
Well,
Exactly. At what point are you like, I'm a
I've had
bit
one from there
suspect?
before.
yeah, because we often go to this venue where I think I've mentioned that we do this. I don't think I've ever mentioned where it is, but we often go get the kids' cheeseburger because they have other burgers on the menu.
Mm-hmm.
And they're lovely. They're twice as much. And then if you actually ever get it, because it started because I didn't want much food, and I went and got a kids' cheeseburger, so I don't need much. And then it came out, and it was as big as the normal burger that cost twice as much.
Mm-hmm.
And the discussion was like, oh, why the fuck did I bother getting this? I could have just got the kids' cheeseburger.
Exactly. Game in the system.
So
And
all of
so
you just get the
essentially all of the boys now, when we go to this pub,
There's a couple of 30-year-old tradies walking in.
yeah,
giving
we
the kids.
just get a jug of beer and a kid's cheeseburger, and then we sit down, and that's the meal. But many weeks ago, I got a kid's cheeseburger, and it always tastes absolutely excellent. I must admit, it's elite. Like, recommend it highly. But then I noticed a few weeks ago we got it, and then we're hanging out, just drinking, and then one of the boys jumped up and he went to the toilet, and like, I don't know, no one really thought much of it. And then he was gone for like quite a long time.
Like which friend?
I can't tell you. You'd know him if he was there the other night. And then
he had it the other night.
yeah, and then he came back, and one of the boys was like, whoa, that was a suspectfully long
yeah.
toilet trip. And then as he said that, I sort of was laughing. And then within 5 minutes, I felt so sick. Like, I don't know if your stomach's ever done that thing where it starts to like quake like an earthquake. Like, it's like,
Gurgly.
yeah, no, not gurgling. Like, I get physical like twitches sometimes.
Oh, like a spasm. Almost.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this shit is bubbling and it's going to fucking explode. And that's happened. I'm sitting at the pub and that happened. And I went, I'm going to just quickly duck off as well. I went off and just let out some of the wettest fecal matter you've ever seen.
Oh no.
And then I came back and the bloke who had been to the toilet just went, get you as well. And I had to awkwardly be like,
Yeah.
yeah. Also got me on the way home as well. We won't get into
It's
that.
crazy how
There were elements of clothing that got immediately tossed that night. There were some things that, Last supper for a few items of clothing that evening.
Are you going to eat there again?
Well, then I rocked up at the same place over the weekend. We all did, actually. We walked in, all the boys are having a beer, and they all had the burgers, and I just knowingly went, oh, the kids' cheeseburger getting an encore edition. And spot on, they were all having the kids' cheeseburger. I told part of this story to a few of the lads who weren't there on the night that it ripped through our bowels. And
It's insane
There
that
was
it
a-
can happen that fast.
and it was like it was like 2 hours later. I was like, whoa. It all finished up,
Yep.
and they all ate it. I checked it the following morning. I just woke up to like a string of text messages that were essentially kids' cheeseburger has got me again. And then I followed up with the kids' cheeseburger is absolutely undefeated against like the human. Someone else immediately sent just a photo of their shorts on the floor while they were sitting on the throne. And that was replied to by the first bloke who literally just said, I've been to the toilet 8 times. It hurts to wipe.
Oh.
And so
Well,
the
then,
kids' cheeseburger has done a number 2 on the boys a few times now, which when I told this story to Joe during the week, he asked, do you think they're poisoning the kids' cheeseburger when they see an adult purchase it? They
Try and get
go,
him to stop it.
Oh,
yeah, they
clever.
go like 6 kids' cheeseburgers, and then it's just like a bit of a wink or an kids' cheeseburger asterisk means
Grab the year-old patty from the back of the head.
yeah, put your own fecal matter on it. But
Yeah.
I don't know, questions need to be raised.
Could have been worse. Could have had the beef Wellington.
Could have, definitely could have. Righty boys, we've had a bit of a journey with past Facebook Marketplace tales. I remember a few years ago I've had that golf incident with that guy who told me basically told the bloke I'm coming to get you golf clubs, and then it started my journey and he said, they're gone. And I said, well,
What do you
what wasn't I coming to get the golf clubs? Because they already sold them. So thanks, man. And then you had the
An
Facebook
everyday hero.
Yeah, with a young man who was trying to
new
be
Australia, trying to buy TNs off me.
he wanted to be a little bit more éché.
Yeah, that's great.
But rarely do we get a tale from the richest man in WA. Joey Boy doing a Facebook Marketplace
What is up, my guy?
story.
The economy is in shambles.
Oh,
And he
jeez.
wasn't buying.
Interest rates are
I
high.
was selling.
Yeah, scary stuff.
What's wrong, Joey? What's going
Are
on?
you
over that
okay?
way?
So I actually upgraded my desk to a sit-stand desk.
And it all
That's
makes
right.
sense. Where's your little must be nice noise?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Oh, well, it's close.
Yes, that's right. When I'm working, I'm not sitting, I'm standing.
Good man.
But as a result, I was left with my old desk sitting on the side of my room, which is not good for the feng shui. The feng shui was out of whack for about a week.
Mate, the feng shui is all over the fucking floor and dirty laundry.
We
Shut
need to
up.
get a photo
and
of Joe's
plates and old beers.
feng
And, like,
There's not
shui.
old
Everything.
plate.
It's
God
more
damn.
like, where the fuck did I leave my shirt, hey?
Okay, but when Riley
SD cards
Riley
everywhere. Like,
messaged me saying, "Where did you leave the USB
Oh, yeah,
adapter thing?" And I fucking told you where it was in my washing basket
Yeah.
because I know where
Underneath
everything
the
is.
blue sock that's inside out of the yellow pocket of
and
a
it
jean
was.
pant.
It was in the washing basket.
Because that's where the feng shui
But it
is on
shouldn't have
point.
been.
I'm-
Like, there's just SD
what
cards
desk?
everywhere.
What desk was it?
From all our
Your old
cameras.
desk.
The white one.
Yeah, the white one.
With
All our
handles.
desks have ever been white.
The one you bought. Joe
How
sold.
much did you sell it for? Because I'm in
fucking
the.
going to get to it.
Oh, okay. I'm in the market. Is
Yeah.
it gone?
Yeah.
like a
No,
month
the
ago.
story is about how I didn't sell
Oh,
it.
well, who knows? Thought he was going to come and you were like, yeah, man, I'll just find it. And then realised I got no idea where the fuck that is.
Yeah.
Been sleeping on it for the last month and a half.
No. So I was ready to sell my desk, right? So I gave it a bit of a clean because obviously it'd been my desk for many a year. So there's a couple of
Actually got you to your 98 ATAR.
Yeah, exactly. A couple of coffee stains on the thing.
And that got Jake to his 68 ATAR.
So I gave
That's just
it
ironic.
a bit of a clean. It was looking great. Took the photos. Some great photos. And I loaded them up on Facebook Marketplace. Right? It's a pretty big desk. It's like normal size desk.
Pretty big desk.
Yeah, I
It's
got
like
the,
a normal.
1.2 by
Yeah, 1.2
7.
wide, 0.6 deep,
Yeah.
which is pretty standard.
That's decent girth.
And
70
0.7 high.
That's not that. That's smaller
That's
than
a
this.
standard
That's
desk.
smaller than this.
every desk.
Yeah, but this is
in
a fucking
Alvarez
dressing
does.
table.
Hey.
Don't ruin the fucking.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is
You mean-
this is Jara.
Can't you hear it?
That black Jarrah. That black Jarrah they talk about. The bushfire Jarrah we get.
Anyway, so I loaded up on
The only way that would have been better is if, as you did that, it snapped you. It's like,
Hi, Jara.
call that man about a desk quick.
So I go on to sell it, right? I heard Riley sold his, which was in Riley's was much newer and a much
You
better.
sold a
No,
desk as
mine
well.
was fucked.
Well, how much
Mine
do you
had
sell yours
acid
for?
stains on it.
Yeah, mine had that too. The batteries.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to get out.
And yeah.
Because you know
How long is the batteries?
you know how you're not meant to throw batteries out. Where does that leave you?
Batteries in.
I don't know why you can't throw them out. And I've been ruining desks for decades.
Surely you can. I've never not thrown a battery. I throw batteries
No,
out.
you
all
meant
the
to like
time.
take them to Bunnings or something.
What the fuck are they going to do with them? You know people that work at Bunnings. What do they do with them?
I don't know what the team down at Bunnings does.
It was sometimes you go to like a Woolies and there'll be like a battery thing where you're meant to drop them off, and old phones. You're not meant to throw them out.
Just toss them.
Huge if true.
Anyway,
Toss them over the fence at the
so because
neighbours.
of the battery acid changed my desk.
How much you sell yours for?
Oh, like 100. Some tradie picked it up. He was just like happy to have it.
Yes, I put mine up. I put mine up for $50, right? Left it there.
That
over.
seems low.
That's what I thought, right? Left it up there for a couple of days, for quite a while. No fucking bites, not a single message.
Right.
And then I was like, and because I looked on there,
It's
and
all
there's
in the
like,
photos.
yeah, well, I took.
You should have laid naked on it.
Well, the mirror was like, and I looked on Marketplace, and there's like all these like way nicer desks for like
okay.
$50 as well. So I was like, damn,
That's good to know.
competition is definitely high. So I dropped the price down to 0 because I wanted to be rid of the thing.
Oh.
So I dropped it down to 0, right?
What
What
Someone-
an effort. Why don't you just leave it out on the curb?
Well,
Someone
like
will-
I said, call Salvos and they'll come pick it up.
Would they?
I don't think they do that. If you left it out on the curb and put $200 on it, someone will take it within an hour.
Yeah, but I don't want to just double. I wanted to find someone a good home for it, you know.
Yeah, right.
Free to good home.
It's not a dog.
Yeah, that's usually what I did. Right, desk free to good home. It's here on the Marketplace ad.
There you go.
Free to
good homes.
And then-
Fucking animal.
Someone thought a bird was in the fucking drawer.
So once I hit that price tag down to 0, the messages were flooding in.
Right, how many you get?
Huh? Oh, tons. 50.
Actually?
Yeah, lots. A lot of scammers. A lot of people look like scammers.
How
Which is interesting because how are they going to scam me? I'm giving away my desk for free. And there are these people in the most random countries in the world messaging me. And I'm saying to them, do you live in Perth? You have nothing on your profile makes it look like you live in Perth.
Right.
And they're like, yeah, no, I do. Yeah.
But what do they want? Do they just want to pick up the desk?
I don't know. I stopped talking to those people because I found my guy. I found my
Okay.
desk man. He messages, hi, is it available? Yes, it is. I fucking sorted it and I was done. I said, pick up Canning. Yeah, we've said we live in Canning. That's right.
Well, yeah. It's a big suburb.
And then he says, will it fit in my I-20? Inside. Can you give exact location? Then I was a little bit, interesting. He said,
No, firstly, no, it's not fitting in your I-20 either.
he says, I will come pick it up. Please.
It's probably longer than an I-20.
And I said, it's probably too big for an I-20. And he says, you mean it won't fit, right? And I said, yeah, the desk is going to be too big. And he goes, oh, pro emoji, thank you. So I was like, okay. Yeah, in like that, I let him know. And then I just said, just confirm. So you can't pick it up. I'll come. I'll try fitting it in the trunk.
The trunk of an I-20.
Yeah. And then I was like,
He's about 40 centimeters long.
An I-20 for anyone who doesn't know is like a mini.
yeah. I didn't know they had trunks,
Okay.
to be
They
honest.
don't.
Less than a
He
hatchback.
goes, look, man, I'm not home at the moment. Can we do tomorrow? Because now I was intrigued.
You couldn't put 3 cartons in an I-20 trunk.
I said, can we do tomorrow after 5? Just logistics. Can you come? He goes, okay, sure. How much is it? All free. Now I see my opportunity. The budding salesman. I say, $50 if you're keen. I'll save it for you.
Meanwhile, the ad still says free.
And he goes, it's not for free. I'm facing financial burden. And I need one study table. Searching for a free one. And then I said, because I had people messaging. they were like-
Financial burden is something that I don't think's ever been uttered on Facebook Messenger.
I say, if you can come tomorrow
It's
or
just
Tuesday, I can do it
assumed.
for free. And he goes, okay, thank you so much.
Everyone. You and everyone else on here, bro.
Okay, he goes, okay, thank you so much. And I was like, okay, cool. He's coming in like 2 days to pick up the desk. This whole desk situation is going to be sorted. But then I spoke to a few other people about this whole I-20 situation.
Who'd you talk to?
I asked Mom. I think I asked you guys.
Hey, that's me.
There you go.
I was like,
And
you're
then
fucking
people were like,
dreaming, champ.
you're like, it's
Walked
not
off.
going to fit. So then I
I was
messaged
like, no
him.
way.
I messaged him again. I said, hey, look, I don't think it's going to fit in your I-20. It's like quite
Nah,
a big
I would
desk.
have paid just to watch him try, though.
And then I said, he didn't reply to that.
Oh.
So I like 12 hours later, I was like, I just did a quick measure and it's 12 meters wide,
12.
this meters deep.
1.2.
Oh yeah. And he goes, yeah, I think it'll fit inside the car. So I just
Oh, cool.
thumb react. All right, see you tomorrow.
He's going to rock up with no windows, front or back.
And then so he pulls up. Oh, so he finally do the logistics. He gets here on Tuesday morning. He messages me. I reach here.
Describe him.
Huh?
What sort of character is this man?
He
Paint a
would have
picture.
been like mid to late 20s.
Okay.
Probably our age.
Yep.
Asian guy. I think he's studying. Yeah, he told me he was studying and he's working as a cleaner.
Okay. Do we know what he's studying? Is it math?
No, it's some like engineering, chemical engineering, something like that.
So, but he should know
oh yeah.
what 1.2 meters is.
Yeah,
That's
so-
what I'm trying to get at. Like, he's
Yeah,
not
no,
just
he-
rocking up blind. He knows what he's doing.
So he gets there, lovely dude. We have a bit of a quick chat, and then we have the desk out the front.
Surely you've seen him pull up and you've immediately in your head measured.
Yeah,
the-
that's definitely what I thought an I-20 looked like.
No, and then you've measured your desk in fitting inside of that and gone,
Nah.
well, we're going to be cozy.
Yeah, and
Is
then
he
so
going to
we-
drive? Or?
We lift the desk up and we bring it over there. And
So you're helping.
Yeah, he's not going to do it himself. So we lift it there, put it near his desk, put it near his car, and then he's opened up the boot, right? And he's got like a vacuum and shit in there already.
Oh my.
And I was like, man, I would definitely, this would be empty as empty. If, like, this was me.
I'd be taking seats out of the fucker.
So we get the vacuum, put it in the passenger seat, right? And then he opens up the boot thing, the trunk. And then I was like, oh yeah, like this is definitely not going to fit. But then he has like, you know, the top bit of the trunk that goes,
Yeah.
brings it up, that comes off.
Okay.
And then we're pushing the seats down, and I'm starting to think, by God, this table's going to fit.
it's a transformer.
So then we pick up the desk, right? And we're trying to decide which angle to do it, take it in on,
Upside
long
down.
ways or
Should go upside down.
upside down.
So
Totally
the
down.
legs are
Legs
up.
are
Legs are in
facing
the air.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I don't think so. We went long way. We went wide ways though.
Just tearing the
Yeah.
seats.
Oh yeah, a lot of that. Yeah. So and then we lift it up and we put it in there. We're like,
Two
okay,
absolute nerds trying to put a
we're
desk
gonna
in
need
a
a
car.
we're gonna need to shimmy it. So we're shimming it through, and it's just hitting like the corners are just hitting stuff. Not gonna fit in
But
that
even
way.
you should have put towels over the edges.
And
as
we're
well.
shimmying, and then we get to a point where we're just sort of pushing it. It's not going anywhere, but we're pushing it. And then we both look at each other, and then he says to me, "Well, I've been thinking all along. I don't think this is gonna fit." But at this point, we're already half the desk is already in there, so I'm not one to give up. And I was like, "Why don't you go around the other side? I'll push from here, and then you can sort of
Angle the front
angle
end,
it around there." So he did that, and then he managed to even push the chairs further down than they even were, and then we're pulling and twisting, and we just fucking shoved this thing in there. And now we gotta shut the. You know when you're packing up like the back of a car, and you're like fucking nailed it, and then you're like, I'm gonna shut the door, and the back windshield is just gonna be destroyed.
It's going to shatter on impact.
So we do that. I think we shut the side doors in first, and then we
Why
slowly,
the slide doors open?
because we had to pull it from there,
Yeah.
and then we shut it in, and it fit like a fucking glove.
What? In the actual...
Yeah, in the I-20.
So you've shut the back.
Yeah, the whole desk is in the car, and all the doors are shut.
Could he fit in the car? No,
He had to put his head through the drawer.
his seat's laid down as well.
Yeah, he was driving like this is a bit of a visual gag.
Spread eagle over the desk.
But yeah, anyway, he
Got
did
an
it.
arm out the window.
He did it. He was so jazzed. He was like, man, thanks for the fucking free desk. I was like, we fucking did it. We fit it in.
Did you
were
get a
right.
photo?
No, I didn't take a photo.
How deep was the desk in the front?
Oh, this
It
No, it wasn't.
must have been like...
It was like hitting the
dash?
the headrest, not the dash. No, not that far. But yeah, we did it. He was right.
There you go. Well, he is the chemical engineer. I don't know why we questioned him from the start. He's an absolute genius. We love it. It's a successful sale. How much you make?
Yeah, I just hope he got it out.
Did you get any money? No.
No, it was free.
Okay, that's a lot of
So
effort.
I just hope he could get it out of the boot when he got home.
Otherwise
He's
he's-
still driving around with it, bro.
All right, boys. One that we played, I think, last week on
Yes,
the pod.
we did.
It's Hitlist v Shitlist. This one is a hit list. What
Yes.
version did we play last week?
Shitlist PDAs.
Okay, this is a hit list. So this week we're trying to pump things up. We're rating the best thing available. Joe suggested Australian game shows.
Game shows. I
And
love
so
a game show.
We're doing exactly that this week. Basically, if it's the first time you're listening to the podcast, we basically provide an option. You boys have a bit of a yarn about what you think about the option. And then we rank the options that I've provided. So we have a clear-cut list of options. Boys, first one is Family Feud.
Ooh, Family Feud. I gotta say, I like it. I like playing it. We used to have the board game. We had 2 editions of the board game, I believe,
Okay.
with Grant Denya's lovely, beautiful face on the cover. But I can't say I was a big fan of watching it. Even when I see clips on it on YouTube and such like that, it's mostly the Steve Harvey reaction that I love.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's not so much... The mechanics of the game can be interesting, especially when you're playing it at home on the board game. That's right. Pick that up at any good Sammy's near you, I'm sure. But watching the actual game, I just find that... I don't know, it's like... I just don't find it as interesting as like a quiz show to watch.
Yeah, okay. No, I do. I think it's more interesting because it's like the punters. You don't have to be smart. It's just an opinion based.
It's an average Joe game.
Yeah.
Everyone can play it. And I love when they do the celebrities. Kardashian
you like
one's really good. It's just like fun to see these people like just play the dumbest game ever.
So
Yeah.
you've watched like the American version. I've only ever really
I've
watched
seen the
Australian one.
Kardashian Jenner one. I think everyone's
That was...
seen that.
Kanye was on that one.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it,
Hey, give it a gaze.
but we rate it. What do we rate it out of 10?
I reckon I'd give it a 5. Is to me...
Out of 10?
Yeah, 5 out of 10.
Okay.
Pass mark.
He said he loved it. He goes, "Oh, I love that show. I love
I
that
love to
show."
play it. I
And
love
then he
to
goes,
play the game.
5 out of 10. What are you?
Yep.
5.
7.
And you seemed way
I have nothing
less.
to compare it against. It's
You
not the
seemed
game.
way
Let's rank
less
the other ones.
keen. Next one. One that I can honestly say I've never really watched, but it seems to be something that you've watched over the time. It's Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune, yes. Wheel of Fortune, big again, big in America. We used to have a season, I don't know. Who
I
knows?
think so.
Who knows? It's definitely an interesting game.
I don't know what Wheel of Fortune is.
It's
It's an older one, yeah. It's you spin a wheel and then you'd be like, I'd like to buy a vowel. And then you got to spell out the word.
Yeah, they put like a sentence. They put a phrase up.
Yeah. It'll
Put
be
a
like
phrase up.
duck, duck, goose, right? And you'll be like, I'd like to buy a vowel, Alex.
Who's that?
He's the Alex. He's
buy a
fucking
vowel?
old. Buy a vowel.
A vowel.
You have to
So
buy
you-
them.
It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
consonants or vowel. Is that what you call them?
Consonants or vowels, yeah.
And it'll say duck, duck, goose. What do I do with these?
So
vowels?
there's like it's like
Do you know what a vowel is?
it's like hangman.
no.
It's like hangman.
Yeah, hey.
It's hangman but with the wheel.
Okay.
And they
And
spin
you
it and
gotta
you get...
say you wanna buy a vowel, Alex.
Who's Alex?
It's the fucking hose.
that.
I'm going Family Feud over that.
Yeah,
Shit.
so am
Wheel of
I.
Fortune. Yeah,
It really comes down to the host as well.
yeah.
Like, who's
yeah.
Alex?
Who's the guy? Isn't he the one from... I have no idea.
I'm not sure who hosts Wheel of Fortune.
Alex.
I'm not sure why we put it in. Next one. next one is The Price is Right. Now, this is a classic. I love The Price is Right. I have been... I'll let you decide how sad it is, but over the last probably couple months, I found this channel on YouTube,
Yeah.
and you can rewatch old episodes of Family Feud.
Yeah.
from like 2012.
Oh, cool.
Interesting.
Wait, Family Feud or Price is Right?
Price is Right.
Okay, yeah, because you
No,
just
not
started.
No,
Time to
sorry.
bring it up.
Just in 2 minutes, you're gonna be like, "Man, I fucking love Wheel of Fortune."
No, Price is Right with Larry Emder.
Yeah,
And he's like, come on down.
It's Larry Emder.
He's the man.
He is the GOAT host. He's recently taken over hosting The Chase, which I don't know if I mentioned, but it's my favorite show.
Oh, yeah, he has too.
Larry Emder, GOAT. I probably didn't appreciate him as much when I was a kid,
Yeah.
but he's great. He's a great man. I love Price is Right because they have like the staple games.
They don't play. It's not like a very intellectual game.
Yeah, and then they get to the end and there's just a bunch of crap. And you're
Yeah.
just saying how much you think it is. I mean, that's most of the games.
Yeah. It's a bit like Costa's Correct.
And Price is Right, you can do the like $1 over, or do they ban that?
Oh, yeah, and I think you could, I don't know.
Yeah,
Closest
very,
to that
very
going
cheeky,
over, I think.
very
you think.
cheeky.
Yeah, they basically call someone down. They play a handful of. Actually play one game and then they can win. But all the games are very creative.
And then they have a lot of other games.
Do yourself a favor and watch an episode. It's interesting. You do really find yourself like really going for the underdog. And some of these underdogs, wow, not many underdogs under these dogs. I'll tell you that much.
And it's also, you get some people and they're just like nailing it, you know?
Yeah.
It's a real skill-based game.
But trying to play it in 2023 with prices from 2012, fucking good fun. Play along at home. Where are we ranking it?
Third.
Yeah, I reckon I'm ranking it top at the moment.
You reckon it's worse than
I've
Wheel
never
of
seen
Fortune?
that one either.
You've never seen Price is Right?
No.
Ready, Steady, Cook.
Ready, Steady, Cook.
I remember this one.
It's coming in. It's at the top at the moment. Ready, Steady, Cook. I was Team Capsicum. What about you guys? Yeah.
All I remember from it is it used to play when you'd stay home from school.
Yeah.
It would play.
You have to
like
have a
nice
fever
time
when you
slot.
watch it.
Yeah, yeah.
You
played
have to have
it.
a fever and a sore throat.
It was like a time slot right before school finished.
Yeah, right before like ABC Kids came on.
Yeah, yeah. So I remember it being on and being like, "This is chill because I'm at home, not at school."
Do you know what's that guy? Manu, the chef. Manu.
He hosts.
He got yeah.
He was one of the chefs. Or
He got like a
hosted?
start. He was like one of the rotating chefs that was on
Yeah.
that show.
Another massive flaw in Ready Steady Cook, right? Is so obviously the studio audience gets to decide.
How do they get?
They're not
so,
eating the food, right?
They might.
They just look.
They seem.
They're not
very,
making. They're not making enough for like 200 people.
They must. They seem very invested. There's a lot of people.
A lot of
watching.
people shaking their capskins. I'm sure you would know what you're gonna buy before you go in.
What is it? Tomato cap. Is
Tomato
that-
caps. Yeah, tomatoes.
Oh wait, yeah.
Take that word out of your mouth.
Excitingly,
show.
it's coming back. Did you know it's coming back?
Nah. Did this come across your desk?
Next, yeah, this came across my next year. The guy from the living room, that Mexican dude that you can't really understand, Miguel. You know the guy I was talking about? I go, that guy.
Oh, the hell I amped up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have. I very rarely watch.
Nervous to watch him. I don't think
Studio
he's
down.
safe. I don't think it's safe for him to be in a cooking situation. He's
So he's hosted?
yeah, he's in charge.
Okay. All he has to do, does he taste the food? Surely.
Yeah, that's what the other guy used to do.
And have they announced who the chefs are, or it's a rotate?
I have no idea. But there you go. You know who I'm talking about? The Mexican.
Yep.
So-
My guy.
Ready, steady, cook. Where are you ranking it?
It's coming in second after Family Feud.
okay.
Oh, he's got feud at the top. Very nice. I got ready, steady, cook at the top. It's iconic.
Lastly, Wipeout. I don't think any of these are. There's a lot
Wipeout
of
number one.
There's a lot of
Wipeout. It's fantastic.
Wipeout, for mine, it's not a game show. We talked about this before. I don't think Wipeout's a game show.
What would you call it?
I don't know. It's
A
just
show.
very.
Competition.
Competition.
I just think Price is right. Oh, one that I wanted to mention: Deal or No Deal.
You're the one running the game.
Fuck Wipeout. Deal or No Deal.
It obviously takes the cake as well.
Deal or No Deal is tied with Wipeout.
Deal
for
or no
me.
deal is fun.
Deal or No Deal. Also coming back next year.
What the hell? And
Who's
Wipeout.
hosting?
I think Grant. I think
that's
Ladenya.
huge.
Ladenya
That's huge
man.
from Den.
They'd want to hope that they get some pretty small suitcases because that man will not be able to hold up a suitcase. He only a little
What,
fella.
if you're on Deal or No Deal, what number are you picking?
Oh, good question.
24.
It's whatever you're feeling.
Or eight.
I reckon it's whatever you're feeling at
Feeling
the time.
on
I
the
don't
day,
think you can
yeah.
go in there with a predetermined number. I think you just got to feel the heavy values.
Yeah, I'd love to. If I was in the crowd though, I'd want to be 26
Oh, yeah.
because then you get to say, "Abu Akasha." Dude,
Yeah, wait, I do.
Do you
That was
remember?
a fucking
They used to hold
deep
it.
memory.
One guy's done.
And they're like, booyah! And everyone's like, what is that?
That was a core memory. Wait, what happens again? Explain that to me.
So I'm playing the game.
Yeah.
And I'm like, 16. 3. 10. 26. And then straight away, you show 26. The bloke holding the 26 thing gets to hold it up and like shake it around like a mad dog.
Yeah.
And the whole crowd goes, "Ah, booyah!" And everyone's like, yeah.
Did some random guy do that one time?
I think, what was his name? Not Larry M, to the other guy.
Lambda.
Oh, Andrew.
Andrew O'Keefe, who's fallen on some
Hard times.
controversial times.
Yeah.
He had a lot of energy.
No
He
deal.
had a lot of energy about it all.
Yeah,
Used to call the bank dude Mr. Smythe. So he used to call him.
I don't
Oh, you get the offer.
They talk to, the banker. Oh, the banker's going in with the offer.
No, they used to come off on the thing.
Yeah.
They go, ooh. And then you just see like $18.
It's so satisfying when they're like, the offer is $100,000. And they're like, I'm going to go one more. And they pick the $200 case. You idiot, take the offer. Greedy man.
It's such a fun
Whenever someone makes a mistake, oh, they're so greedy. Whenever someone takes the offer, what an idiot.
How
But
much
the thing
do they
with
think
games
they're
like
going to
that-
have this year?
How much money do they have? And where are they getting money from? Ticket admissions.
Nah, must be just like ad space.
What if like consecutively someone wins the 250k?
Well, that guy,
There would be a time where they'd be like, oh,
I think the dude, what's his name? Happiest Refugee?
Ando. Yeah, he won
Ando,
it.
he won. He was
on
on a celebrity one and he won it for someone and he won the 200k.
for charity.
oh.
Yeah.
God, you'd be like, nah, this is just normal one. I'll do the celebrity next week.
But no, very excited. I'm interested to see what values they put on next year because
It's got to be more than
inflation's,
200 grand.
inflation's gone up a lot.
200 grand? Well, a week's work.
This guy. Listen to.
Even the 50 cent, that's a real spit in the face, isn't it?
Imagine that.
It has a little monkey on it. Can you imagine you win and there's a little fucking monkey?
Slamming the fucking briefcase.
All right, rank them for me, Joey.
Skull.
What do you prefer? Put them in order.
Wait, just one more thing about Deal or No Deal. Right? You get to the very end.
Yeah.
You've got the 200 grand
Yeah.
and you've got the 50 cents.
Yeah.
Are you going all the way or are you taking the
What's
obviously
the
the offer
offer?
will be 100 grand.
Depends
Often
what
they go unders. Often they're like,
yeah,
they
I'll fuck you
fucking edge
$3 too. Yeah. You really fucked yourself now. And we know you've got the 50 cents. Take the 3 grand, buddy. I'm the banker.
Depends.
That'll be a good job, hey?
It really depends if 26 is still alive.
Booyah.
Rank them.
Wipe out. Deal on it. Ready, Steady, Cook. Price is Right. Family Feud. Wheel of Fortune.
You going Family Feud second to last?
Yeah.
Would you go third to last?
Price is Right.
Fourth to last?
Ready, Steady, Cook.
Just read
Wowza. What about you? Ready Steady Cook is not a game show.
Wipeout,
Neither
Deal or No Deal, Family Feud. I've never watched the other ones. Oh wait, then the vegetable one.
It's another outlandishly good edition of what do we call this game? Fucking hit list. Yeah. Alrighty, boys, it's time for our favourite weekly segment. It's our only weekly segment. It's time for our Everyday Hero, Junior Boy. Take it away.
I don't know if you guys have heard anything different about me this episode.
This episode's it's a little different. Maybe not heard, but I've seen something
A
different.
little less metallic.
Yes.
The braces are gone.
Braces are gone.
Year and a
How's it
half
feel?
later, braces off. Feels good. Feels slimy. Jake, you would remember getting your braces.
I had
off.
braces. You never had braces.
No, I don't know what it's like.
Yeah, they're a vibe.
Is it? Do you mouth feel empty when you get them off?
Yeah.
Or did you just had top?
No.
You had bottom
I had
this
bottom.
time.
Yeah.
Jeez, I guess you don't really.
That's the thing. I would have forgotten if you hadn't have mentioned that you got them off.
Mm.
I probably wouldn't have.
See, it's getting it's
Realised.
weird because like, you know when you get like such a drastic change to something.
Yeah.
You kind of like have to mention it, otherwise it's just like this awkward air of like, we're not talking about the thing, right? Like if a chick shaved her head,
Yep.
you got to mention it.
Yeah.
Like she's got to mention it or you got to mention it. You can't just both go about your day having no one mention this thing.
The key to knowing if you've had a bad haircut is when no one mentions that you've had a haircut, and it's just like everyone just looks at you and you go,
Oh, sorry.
like,
about that.
address it. Just address that I've had an absolute mare of a trim.
And 90% haircuts are bad. So there you go. Yeah, but like, well, some people are noticing, but some people aren't.
It is something that you just don't think about when someone has braces. Maybe the first couple of times you see them.
And
See,
the thing
I
is,
always noticed it though when people have braces.
what-
Maybe because you have
Before.
braces. Ooh.
Especially 21.
But what's happened to you isn't necessarily you just had braces. 6 months ago, your head looked vastly different to what it does now.
Yeah.
So people are like, oh, fuck, his head looks way less like a basketball now than it did a couple of weeks back.
Yeah, literally.
So the fact that you had people wouldn't even probably realize that you had braces because you had a whole lot else
Going on.
out of whack. Braces sort of went by the by.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think so? You're done now, right? This is the end product.
Yep.
Do you think it was worth it?
Fucking-
I'll never do it again.
Yeah.
I hope you don't have
'Cause
to.
when you came back, we talked about this, but when you came back and your head after your surgery, I was like, oh fuck, like this is way worse than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, see, I knew it was going to be that bad.
Not that bad though.
Nah, I knew it was going to be fucked.
Oh, jeez, that was terrible. We should get some before and after photos to share this Friday
Yeah.
of you being a little
They
baby.
took some as well
I mean, like before the braces and
after. the
before your head got mauled,
Mhm.
and then this week.
And do
Yeah.
you know because you got it done because you couldn't eat properly, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Have you
yeah.
noticed?
How's the eating going?
Yeah, it's elite. You can buy sandwiches and stuff, which is pretty cool. Eat kebabs for the first time.
And is it like a?
So you haven't had a kebab in how long?
Oh no, I have.
He
It's
just
like
eats
it's
it
just a
with
gigantic mess. It goes everywhere because it's like trying to
Is
cut.
that-
Is that you know when you cut like a sandwich
Yeah.
and you get through, but you struggle to get through the bottom bit of the bread.
Yeah, you're just dragging it. Okay.
Yeah, and like
Oh.
you try to pull it apart. That's what my mouth was like.
Like choking hazard. Everything was a choking hazard.
Yeah, I mean, more. Yeah, it just falls back out of your mouth.
Is your shit like a lot nicer to push out?
No.
Oh, just less constipated. If I wasn't eating if I was eating a whole piece of pizza, just engulfing it.
No, I was
Like, I reckon
I was
that's
chewing
just-
it.
He was chewing.
I
It was
just
just
couldn't
hard work.
Snap it at the front.
Well, I hope you can snap it at the back now. That's what I'm trying to say.
And are there
It's
foods
not
that
another
you
bag.
used to like avoid eating, and now you're like, man, this is sick.
Carrots,
No. No. I ate
apples,
No.
fruit. Because you could do the front.
Oh, that still hurts. I can't
Could you
eat
do the
apple.
front? No, you couldn't touch your front teeth. That was the
I
whole.
could still eat one. There would just be like a big gap. It's more of a tongue. There was craft to it. The tongue became a biting device rather than just a tasting.
And forever you just went, this is normal. This is what everyone's doing. They're just piercing their bread with their thumb.
yeah, I just never thought about it.
And is your tongue like left out? Is it trying to get involved with the
It's
eating?
chill. It's kicking back.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to worry.
Hanging on the back of his throat.
Yeah.
It's a choking hazard.
You know, it's pretty good. It is fun, and like even like biting my nails and stuff. Like it's good.
Way
It's good to be
easier.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what you pay the big bucks. That's what you pay the big bucks.
It's good to be
Because
back.
that's the
baby.
thing. So you used to, because this isn't something you've had since birth. It got gradually worse, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
So if that was me, and I don't know, for 13 years of my life, I could bite my fingers.
Oh no, I still.
And then
could,
between
but I would
years
just gr-
15 to 18, I went, fuck,
That's
I reckon I
way
could.
hard.
I reckon I could definitely do that.
Nibble
earlier.
on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you not ever notice that?
No, like I just have to like grind my back teeth.
But
like,
surely you were aware that that was different to how the technique was years before.
That's puberty, man.
well, it takes. It didn't happen overnight.
No, I know,
It's
but
like such a slow growth. Like you don't notice your fingernails growing. One day you just look and you're like, damn, that nail.
Damn, trying to have a munch.
if I was, all right, let's say I had clear vision. I could see everything
Nice.
for the first 15 years of my life, right? And then over the course of 3 years, I went blind. I reckon come when I was blind, I would go, fuck, I reckon I used to be able to see.
No, see, my vision got worse, and I didn't realize.
I did. You wear glasses, yeah?
Yeah.
You
but-
fucking realised.
No, but it was. I got them tested because I started to have headaches, not because I couldn't see stuff. I thought. So I started my job right, and I thought, man, the screens here are just shit. Like, no, you can't fucking read that, right? I was like, what is? Sure, like this is like a multi-million dollar company. I was like, why can't we fucking read the
Multi-million dollar
screens?
man. Give
Why
me a
can't
fucking
we
screen that works.
Read
right?
these screens, like the like, be like at a
Multi-billion-dollar
presentation. I'd be like, man, this is a fucking joke.
What about when you got home?
And then me and Riley, no, because just shit like that. It's fine. You know how they would be like those.
Well, you were paying attention.
You know when you're like, there's like
Makes me nervous about how you were driving though. Like
it was hard. You know how there's like a sign with like it was like roadworks like lit up in those like orange lights.
Yeah.
Man, that thing is so blurry. Yeah. And then my eyes were hurting. So someone, oh, you should have your eyes test. And then I went to do my test with Riley.
Hey.
Riley was in the room, right? And I was looking at the thing and I couldn't do it. Riley was laughing at me, and I was like, "Oh my god,
Pussy.
Riley has superhuman vision."
My jaw is like, my jaw is at an obtuse angle.
Riley is a god. No, but yeah, it just don't. It just happens so gradually. You just don't realize.
There you go.
intriguing. There you go. Well, it's still the everyday hero if you want to finish this.
But yeah, you finally got the braces off. It's a rough process as well. You forget how it feels, and they literally just like get pliers and just snap the brackets off.
Oh yeah,
your
that
teeth.
was not fun.
I thought it was like a melting process. They melt the glue off.
Nah, that shit's fun.
She just went
oh,
bang,
that's
bang,
I'm still having
bang,
like flashbacks
bang.
about that.
And I was like, bro, my fucking tooth's gonna come out, babe. Anyway, didn't.
Did you call her babe? That's real
And-
wholesome.
When you get them off, is it like, you know when you go to vacuum your room, right, and you like lift up your desk and you see
Did
like
you find a table?
and you see where it's been sitting, and it's like, oh, that bit's so clean.
Yeah.
Do you have that with your braces? Like you can tell that they've been shielded for a year.
They do give them like a pretty good scrub down. They put some
even
shit
it
on
out,
it.
yeah.
but no, it's pretty normal.
Cool.
Pretty
I always
normal.
wondered that. Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to the old dental team that went through multiple fucking orthopedic surgeons. Is that the right word?
Yep.
Yeah, and they've featured on here before.
Yeah.
They haven't come for an interview, but like we've told stories about them.
Many a nurse. Like the last time I see my orthodontist wasn't there the day that I got the braces off. He was at his other practice.
Oh,
So he's
that's
not-
a bit. Of
His side hustle.
Oh wait, no, he was there the day I got my
He's
braces off.
busking out the front.
yeah.
But he wasn't there the day I went to collect my retainers the next day, which is kind of like the last day where they're like,
Oh,
congrats, you done it. Here's everything you need. And then, so he wasn't there that day. So the last time he said goodbye to me, I was at the 45 position, upside down. And he just comes and looks over and it's like, good stuff, mate. Catch you later. Walks out. Like, yeah. But yeah, good bloke. Good stuff.
That was so romantic.
That's
it.
What a way to finish. Well,
Shout
there
out
you
to
go.
the team doing braces.
For
Good stuff.
for doing your job and for looking after Riley, we've got this week's Everyday Hero, the orthodontist team. We won't mention where they're at, but they know who they are. Alrighty, boys, that brings us to the end of another episode of the MacPack podcast.
A fantastic one at that.
Yes, indeed. Just had a little look at the cow.
Yes.
Puppy dog. A puppy dog.
Probably our pet.
Our pet, 1 year tomorrow when this episode comes out, since we had the puppy dog.
That's
Jeez.
massive.
That's 7 dog years.
How do dog
Shit.
years work?
I think dog years were invented so that when you're a kid and your dog dies, it's not so sad. that
Oh,
they're
so there's
only
no
10.
scientific...
No, it's just like equates their lifespan, their average lifespan to human.
How long does an average dog live?
They live roughly 7 times less than a human.
Well
Yeah.
done. So what?
I think like
14?
yeah, 14 would be like an old dog.
What's the oldest dog we've ever had?
The oldest dog ever.
Nope.
14 sends you back to 98.
Yeah, let me have a look. Oh, it looks
Well,
like
Buddy
the-
was what, 10, 11?
Yeah, like some dogs get to a certain age and you're just like, wow, that dog's still alive.
No, I mean our dog.
Oh, the oldest dog we had.
Yeah.
Rusty would have
was
got
pretty
to
old.
like 13, 14. Buddy
She
was
was
pretty
like
old.
gone skis by then, hey. 14. She was
She
fucking...
was Yeah.
Everything was a bit of a
past
hassle.
their time.
So we used to have a dog. It's always good to have like a bit of context. We're just talking about our dogs. No one knows what's going on.
Oh, yeah, no.
We used to have a...
Rusty was a 13-year-old kid.
Oh, shit.
They were just fucked health-wise.
We used to have, we had a real old dog. She actually passed away in quite a sad way.
Wait, which one?
Rusty.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, so did Buddy. They both went a bit dramatically.
Yeah, when dogs die, it's never like...
Would you prefer...
He's never happy.
Here's a question.
But it's never like, I don't know, he lived a good life. Because it's always like tragic. It's always like, oh,
How
fuck.
would you... here we go.
You say that about anyone.
So, Buddy...
No, some people die and you're like, well, he lived a good life. It's not like...
Yeah, I guess because the dog's only like 10.
Yeah, that's what makes it tragic. And like...
Well, they all live a pretty good fucking... Anyway, wait. Would you prefer your dog to die in the same fashion as Buddy and Rusty, in like the fact that they live pretty good, and then their last day or two is like bad,
drop
dead?
off. Yeah.
Or would you prefer it to be a Zoe story where it's like becomes terminally ill or grows this weird thing that's going to inevitably kill it?
She had like a huge cancer on her leg that became
The size of a Sharon.
It started off like a golf ball, grew to a tennis ball, and then by the time it was all said
We were
and done,
kicking it around out of that.
it might as well have had the word Sharon written on it. This thing was huge, and like you felt bad because she used to even like look down at it and then look at you like, what the fuck? Like she didn't know what it was.
And lick the shit out
It
of
was incredibly sad, but like Riley's obviously not displaying how sad it was.
Yeah, laugh or cry.
But no, she was an absolute legend, and she passed away very young because of the growth. Like she not had the growth, she'd probably be fine. But that thing was.
She got to like 10.
Yeah,
She was real.
Buddy was never going to.
Anyway, would
could
you
you
prefer to be-
imagine? The growth was almost bigger than Buddy was. Like
Bigger than the small dog, yeah.
anyway,
Would you prefer it to die suddenly, or would you
I
put
think
it
slow.
down?
I think a slow death.
That's so fucking.
Like
Why?
Buddy ran out of.
That's just because it's easier
breathing.
for you. Because
Buddy ran out
It
of
was like
breathing
shocking.
power.
It was like shocking when your dog dies, and it's like when Buddy left, I was like, oh fucking hell!
I was with him as he took his final like.
Exactly.
That was fucked.
Mum texted at like 8:30. Oh, Buddy's not well. By 8:55. Oh, so unwell that he's no longer with us. And I'm like, what the fuck? That was really a roller coaster. of
So you would
emotions.
rather.
Like I had a shower, got out, dog's dead. I'm like that seems pretty.
And bro,
You would rather that he was sick.
Like I know they're 7 dog years, but
bro
like
was just chilling.
it was
in the
half an
house.
hour.
But you would rather he was like sick and suffering for months.
No, that's
Just
not what
because
I'm
it's
saying.
easier for you.
That's not what I'm
At
saying.
least
But like
Daniel was
the same way as like
out
if you're like if a grandparent passes away,
Yeah.
and they've been readily getting worse and worse and worse, and at the end, well, they don't get like dogs get put down because you go, well, this isn't worth living.
Yeah.
It's a lot better than if your dog's fucking 2 drowns in the pool, gets hit by a bus
Oh, if it's really young, yeah, that's different though.
at 9. If a dog drowns at 9, you go to school, come home, dog just circling the skimmer box. You go, like that's way worse.
So
Is it not?
I feel like there's no good way to die. Is there?
Man, you know, you hear stories about people like backing over their dog.
Yeah.
Jeez. Rough Monday, eh?
Yeah.
Don't use the word rough, I wouldn't have thought.
If only it was louder. Bobby was the oldest dog in the world.
What are you
name?
doing? You're just giving us stories.
Yeah, Bobby or Bobby.
Who's Bobby?
Yeah,
This is a dog.
Yeah, it was a dog. It was born May 11, 1992,
And it's still alive.
and it died this year
It's older than me.
at the age of 31. Yeah.
Cunt.
Surely this is a situation where like it died and the parents lied about it.
That's an old boy or girl.
Yeah, they said that they fed it human food and it just lived for ages.
Fuck, we tried that with a few dogs. That did not.
Became obese.
That sped him up.
He was a really big, but yeah, 31.
That's crazy. That's like, damn.
That's it.
I've
It's
never-
halfway to
so-
retirement.
That's the oldest of all time.
Yep.
That's
what a
halfway to
life.
once you get cheap movie tickets.
I don't think that's what he was hanging in there,
But still.
but it is what it is.
Can you imagine having a dog and it's like, yeah, it's fucking
30.
Its mid-20s was rough.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
insane.
Well, there you go. And it's a big dog. It's not like a tiny little dog you put in a
That
handbag.
would get to the
Oh.
point where it's like,
And the guy who
As
the
is.
guy who had it, he was only 8 when Bobby was born, so he's had it for his whole life. He's 38. That's crazy.
There you go. Massive scenes. Well, things you didn't think you'd hear about on the podcast. Dog death. Next week we'll be doing cats. Cats that
An
make you
old
laugh
cat.
out loud. Alright.
Guess the oldest cat.
Been an absolute pleasure.
We're gonna get some mushroom.
It's been an absolute pleasure until we do this time next week. Stay safe, stay blessed, and always remember
go give your mama a hug.
it's Yaffa now. Bun off forever.